And without a doubt, that's how you breathe pixel. How do you make the ordinary look and sound extraordinarily hilarious? Today, we're going to break down an ad by one of my favorite filmmakers, Aich. Let's get to it.
昔からのあいつ伝え我がにすると今日本のあいつ邪魔やっぱやろうぞ Bingo, the crunchiest potato chips.
The ad opens with Godzilla rising behind a mountain. It's intense, people are screaming, and you as a viewer are wondering, why the hell is this playing in the middle of your mom's favorite TV serial? And just as you're wondering that, you're suddenly in a sound studio somewhere in Japan. So how did the transition work so seamlessly that you were teleported from one reality to another and you didn't even know it? It's by using the Swiss Army knife of filmmaking, sound design. Simply by adding the sound of a film reel rolling in the background, you have changed everything. Human beings always hear sounds, even when you don't hear the source. So when you hear the film reel, you're not thinking that something's off. Your brain already makes the connection that the space is different. The camera then dollies back and voila, you're in a studio. Now that's some damn good stuff right there. Next, we see a tighter shot of the dubbing artist delivering the dialogue. This is what great performance looks like. It's ever so slightly over the top, while you still have this feeling that you've met this person before. Also, notice the bottom left corner, the sound engineer in the background. He's out of focus and you don't consciously register him, but your brain does. It sets up where he is in the geography of the scene. And it's important because when we cut to the next shot, we see the scene from the sound engineer's booth. And it all feels natural because you already knew where the guy was. Now this might be my favorite shot in the whole ad from a directorial point of view, because they need to make the audience understand one concept for this whole ad to work, the concept of Foley. So how do they do that? By using this gloriously immaculate shot. It uses depth masterfully to set the context. In the foreground, we see these two guys with a tape recorder, so you know they are sound engineers. And way in the background, Godzilla is rising from the sea. And sandwiched between both is this random guy who is recreating the sound of the sea bubbling with what I'm 80% sure is a bong. And there you have it. From this one shot, you have explained what Foley is and how it works. Thanks to that, the upcoming shot reinforced that concept, which leads us to this scene. I call this guy the love handler because he goes straight for the love handles like a master who has put in his 10,000 hours. And look at how surprised he acts when he gets caught. The sleaziness combined with the spinelessness makes this joke land perfectly. And look at these guys on the side. What an amazing use of extras to add to the humor. It's just icing on the cake, which brings us to this legend. He has so much aura. Look at him. You know he's a pro. The way he sits, the minimal movement, and the seriousness with which he executes the job. He's not trying to be funny, but he's absolutely hilarious. And the same thing applies in this shot as well. No one looks cool in the bathroom, no matter who you are. And you take that lack of coolness and put it in a sound studio, you have hit comedy gold. And finally, the punchline. The reason they brought up a niche subject like Foley to the masses. If Godzilla is a force of nature, then so is the thing that you'll need to mimic its footsteps. All these funny moments are lined up to hit this one point across.
Bingo, the crunchiest potato chips.
Great advertising doesn't talk about features. It makes you feel something and attaches that feeling to a brand. And without a doubt, that's how you breathe life into a bunch of pixels. That's it from me. Peace. I'm out.